This right here is one big old waveform. My happy place. It has been such a busy week. Really successful week, a good week, productive week, but just busy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm actually extremely thankful. It's just been really busy. I'm headed to Washington, D.C. But first, no matter how busy I am though, I always appreciate and get excited about the opportunity to lead at the church. Just turns out that this weekend is a busier week than normal, but still love it. I still look forward to it, and it's never something that I don't look forward to, so. See, it's just like a interesting busy season right now, because ever since I've kind of become really excited about like equipping people and hiring people to help my business grow, I've been doing a lot of it recently. And I'm kind of doing a lot of shifts in positions right now of who's doing what, and positions of what people's titles are and what their daily and weekly responsibilities are. And so part of that is like going through the whole like top to bottom system of rearranging everything, figuring out what everyone's roles are and making sure that they truly understand what they are and understanding the processes behind what things do, and just a lot of stuff happening. So it's overly busy just because I'm spending a lot of time like going through all of that. And whilst I'm still trying to obviously finish up a lot of edits and lots of new things happening, and it's exciting stuff, it's just busy. I don't spend too much time in Washington, D.C. because there's really not anything for me here, but every once in a while I come here. It's only about a 3-hour drive, so luckily I came at the late part of the night, so there's no traffic whatsoever coming in. Easy peasy. Headed to bed, excited for tomorrow. And good morning. Ready to roll this morning. I woke up before my alarm was actually set, and anytime that happens, it usually means I'm gonna feel really good the entire day. And that may sound crazy to you, but if your body does that weird thing every once in a while where it wakes up right before the alarm, that's a great time to actually just like stay up. Your body will feel much, much better. So I woke up maybe 25 minutes before my alarm, but going back to bed, I'd feel miserable. So anyway, I'm excited to get this day started. It is March the 1st. Need to do a quick couple emails, phone calls to my team back home before I get out and go do some stuff I need to do. Let's do it. Mr. Murray. Good.
Shipping okay?
Tom, this is your motorcade.
This is my motorcade right here.
The president have a bunch of cars and
It's kind of exciting. Secret Service stuff.
So I'm in Washington, D.C. filming for one of our clients, Future Ready School, the Alliance of Education. Just a really great group of people. This is actually the whole connection of all the people that I work with. So Tom and Jimmy, these different guys that I'm starting to do a lot of content for, and a couple of new clients that you haven't yet seen in this vlog or anything. They're all part of a whole series of education people. So they do lots of different things in the education field. I guess I didn't describe it very well. So one of the trickiest things about like on location stuff where you're kind of limited to what you can carry and what you can bring to these different trips that I travel to is it's not always easy to have like everything I have. So sometimes you just have to do whatever you can, and you have to try to like make it work and make any setup work that you are dealt with. So here's a little behind the scenes of what I'm trying to work with right now. So we're trying to match up shots that we actually did recently in Virginia, where we had this banner and everyone was in this outside type of environment because we were on location at an actual shoot that we had done previously. The problem is some of the people weren't here. Some of the advisors that are a part of this actual stuff we're doing weren't at that event. So we're trying to somewhat recreate it, but I don't have like all my light stands and my whole entire setup like I normally would. So what I'm doing is something a little bit more unique that is working pretty well. So my one camera is over there, and then this is the banner behind me here that was behind the other people. And then my little torch light is right here. But the problem is the torch light would be too strong if it was right next to them, and I don't really have a light stand anyway to actually make that happen. So I have it kind of sitting here on this little stand, kind of just holding itself, and then I'm using this whiteboard here as a big bounce back at me for light. That way, even though this is not the camera we're using, from this direction the light becomes softer, but just from this side, and it's not coming from that side as the main light, so it allows it to be a little softer and also give a little bit more overall throw to this area. So it's not ideal, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do because you don't necessarily have everything with you. And then from an audio standpoint, I don't want a lav mic because I really don't like lav mics the way that they look, but typically I would do this like a shotgun style thing with the C-stand and all that, but because I don't have any of that gear, I actually will use like another camera, and I will stand kind of over here really close and just essentially hold the camera right by them just for audio sake, and then that camera becomes their main camera they talk to, but the audio comes from a closer one. It's not perfect, but it also always depends the type of content you're going for. So this is the setup, just the 45 1.2 on the GH5 here, torch light here, bouncing off this big whiteboard reflection so that they stand here. And then that's kind of in the backdrop.
In the District Leader Strand for Future Ready, it is a wonderful opportunity.
Alrighty, great overall trip, all 5 hours of it. Now time to head home and try to beat this DC traffic. Well, I'm back. Quick little trip to DC. Everything went great. Shooting went great. Everything, and just a quick little in and out trip, type of trip that I like because you can get some work done, but you're not gone for too long that you're like leaving everything back home. It's gonna be a really, really busy March, so I'm excited to take you along on a couple different trips that I have that I think are gonna be fun, and I'm excited to continue to just grow and continue to learn and just get better in everything I do. Also, I'm excited to tell you a little bit more about my whole like journey of vlogging with cameras, because as you might see back there, more boxes came, more cameras that I've been testing, and I literally went through almost every single camera possible that anyone would even consider like a vlogging camera, and I think I can speak better than anyone in terms of just every single camera and the pros and cons that they all have. And I figured, you know what, since I can speak on that because I have experience with almost every one in an actual vlogging environment, I think I'm gonna do a breakdown of 7 cameras that I basically went back and forth between so many different times and tell you about every single pro and con just from a vlogging standpoint. So if that's something that you think you might be interested in, you should hit that subscribe button if you're not already, because they're all gonna come. I think I'm just gonna shoot them all, separate videos, straight to the point, and then just like release them all at the same exact time. And if you think that might be something that's of interest in you, you should get on that. I know about them all. I've tried them all, and I know exactly the flaws that every camera has specifically in vlogging. So I was thinking I should take advantage of the fact that I can never actually make up my mind on any camera because there isn't a perfect camera, but because I literally just diagnosed them for vlogging, I feel like I have an interesting perspective. So look for that coming soon. Have a good one.